Alright, YouTube family, this your boy Jay back with another video for y'all. So we're going to touch on the topic of saving money. Why saving money just not going to cut it no more. It sounds smart to save money, but most people, it's definitely detrimental because they put their money in the wrong places. And by doing so, that's what definitely can keep someone broke. And like I said, saving money is a smart decision. But the bad decision is putting your money in the wrong places. You don't want to park that cash. Don't want to hold on to no cash. None of that, because you got to think about it. Holding money in cash, anything like that, just in the bank account, is not going to do. The bank is not giving you no interest on that money. And they got this one thing that's called inflation. And yes, guess what? Money down the drain is burning away. Because why? Everything in the world is getting more expensive. So if everything is getting more expensive, what you think that's going to mean? It's only going to take more cash. So that same $10 that you got saved up, that you used to be able to afford, say, a Happy Meal, whatever. Next 20 years, that Happy Meal is no longer $10. So guess what? You cannot afford a Happy Meal. It done went up in price. Therefore, you need what? Cha-ching, more money. So that's why it's a perfect example why rich people don't just save no money sitting around the house keeping no cash. No, you save for emergencies. Yes, if you need some cash that you need to go touch for emergencies, keep that in the bank or a high yield savings account where it's going to still try to get a little interest on top of that money. But the true way of building wealth is investing. You must invest. I know everybody tell people, just save your money. Make sure you save up some money. And yes, you save up some money. But if you just, all you're going to do is save, it's not going to do nothing for you. You must invest into it. That's what's going to make the big difference in your life. You're going to start seeing the big bucks rolling in. Okay, so I want to show y'all some diagrams based on inflation and show that it's completely just taking our money. So check this out. And this is exactly what inflation look like. Look at that. Since 2020, price has changed. 2020 of April, the price of eggs, right? Low. I'll say about 25-50%. Now the price of eggs since 2023, of course we know what happened around that time, but eggs and skyrocketed. 84% really went higher than 200%. But you know what I'm saying? The price of the eggs went up. I know y'all heard everybody talking about how high eggs is. Yes, inflation, things like that, that's what drive prices. But if you all don't understand yet what inflation really is, like I said, your money stay the same while everything around you gets more expensive. So that means it's going to take more money to afford those things. So this is another prime example of the rise and fall of the dollar. Y'all see that? Start off at $100 bill, $100 bill. And over time, look, that's when it's first created. It's worth the most. It's quickly decline, right? You guys start quickly decline. Wall Street crash. Okay, boom. Dollar really purchasing power can afford what? $55. And over time, you see all these things happen. But what the dollar continue to do? Go down in value. Over time, look all the way down to tax, Trump tax cuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just constantly print it though. Constantly print money. And what we doing? Getting more and more in debt. And the more money they print, the less value it become. And you know what that's called? Monetary inflation. When they continue to print that money, put more money out there, yes, everything going to go up, put more supply in the world. That's why they say they keep on print, but it's getting worthless. So we don't want that. That's how. In a long time, I heard about the Zimbabwe dollar. Y'all can go ahead and look it up. I seen little snippets on it, like, but they kept printing money, and guess what? The Zimbabwe dollar became worthless. They needed stacks of cash just to buy one simple thing. That's how much they printed that money. It's like hyperinflation. So this is just basically another illustration showing that the price of items is going up and it's going to take only more and more cash to try to keep up. It's like the scales is never really balanced. So just know, while you got your money in the bank and playing defense, trying to hold on to your money, the bank is only giving you like 0.01% on your money. But they are making way more money loaning out the money that you have in the bank. Think of that. So think about it like this. The little money that the bank going to pay you in interest that's the back door. But look at this. This is the big dog right here. This is all the money they charging on interest from mortgages, loans. No matter what it is, they charging so much interest on this. And guess what? Pocket that difference just like that. That's how they make their money. So don't fall for their tricks. And I just had to speak on this for as mortgages and loans. It's a reason why a house costs $100,000, but you pay it over 30 years. You'll end up paying $800,000 without even realizing that the bank is taking all that. A lot of that is straight interest in their pocket. Come on, y'all. We have to think. Because at the end of the day, after hearing that what the banks do, who is really broke? Who is really making the money? And that's common sense. We already know. So let's stop falling for it. Let's start changing our way of thinking and definitely get on to that offense side and stop running by playing defense. And this is a chart right here just from investors just to show that time in the market is better than timing the market. So look at this graph. Perfect timing, 1991. Look how much they made. 240,000. 230 237,000 first of the year, okay. 204,000 is not dropping by much, but that's dollar cost averaging. And dollar cost averaging is one of the main ways to continue get that time in the market, keep putting that money in, keep putting that money in. But what you look at holding cash is crazy. Dollar cost averaging, but holding cash, that's the worst thing you could do. Your money not doing nothing. The cash is there and it's constantly losing value. It's not growing at all. So that should tell y'all something. And this is what's actually happening to your money. It's just gonna sit there and guess what? It's gonna dwindle away to a little or nothing. Like, yo, we just trying to pound this in so y'all know. Stop doing the old ways. It old ways ain't working. Time to switch it up. So y'all, this is something we definitely got to think about. Just saving money, putting it on the side. That means we gonna work forever, and that's one thing we want to get out of. Like I said before, we all want to make money in our sleep. So stop trading your time for money. Let's put that money in the market to buy back some of that time. And I always had a conversation with people like financial literacy is something they should teach in school. They just tell you save your money, stay out of debt, stuff like that. But they're not going to tell you everything. So we follow the rules, save money, stay out of debt. But what's the second half of those rules? Do we know? Nobody don't say it. They don't speak on investing, cash flow, building assets, buying assets. I don't know if this is a thing y'all ever heard, but every dollar you spend, it should definitely have an assignment. Something got to do something for you. It's going to either pay some bills for you. You could invest it to make more money, start a business. It's a lot of things you got to assign your dollars, make it work for you. Stop just working for the dollars and not knowing where they're going. You look back like, where's my money? So keep in mind your savings keep you safe. Emergency funds, things like that, that's going to keep you safe. But the overall goal is ownership. Buy some stocks, buy some assets, property, own some things. So this is definitely how I want y'all to think. Whether you at work, you out buying something before you go get an iPhone, all that. Is this going to make me money? Is this an asset that I'm buying, or am I buying a liability that's only going to cost me more money in the long haul? Because that's how they set it up. That's what all the subscription is for. Automatically coming out your account straight to their pockets. So just ask yourself that one question. You made your money before you spend it. Like, am I just working to spend my money? Or do you want to work to make money, to make your money make you money? Because guess what? If your money ain't making money, guess who working? You the one gonna be working forever if you ain't putting that money to work. So if y'all didn't get nothing out this video, one thing I just want to lock in your brain. Switch your mindset from consumer to ownership. A lot of us like to wear our money. Oh, we looking good. We going shopping, all this. No, that's only losing money over time. It's not growing in value. So take your mind from the consumer, from buying the things that's just going to cost money, to guess what? I'm not going to buy Apple, iPhone. No. Let me go to the stock market. It costs about $1,500 for an iPhone nowadays. You can buy at least 6 shares of Apple stock. And guess what? 5-10 years, not like a phone. In 2 years it's going to be broke and now you got to buy another one. Or 4 years it's going to be going slow. No, let that money keep on growing for you. As long as Apple going to be in business, that stock going to be going up. Unless you see them do something and just going out of business, guess what you could do? Pack your bags and get out of there. That's what I want y'all to learn. Switch that mindset from consumer to ownership. Own some stocks, own some assets. Make your family name a legacy, baby. Wall Street Trapper. Appreciate it, everybody. Chris Sane, everybody, bro. Appreciate everybody that I learned from strictly through on these websites, you know, YouTube and things like that. But definitely Wall Street Trapper was the first one about to switch your family name to a legacy and stuff like that. At least it's partial. You always gonna hit things and you're gonna repeat it somehow, some way. You don't know exactly that's how it is, but it's a little quota. That's it, y'all. But definitely flip your brain, change that switch, turn it off. No more Jordans and all that. Not saying you can't get Jordans, because you could get Jordans, but guess what? If you're gonna spend $200 on some Jordans, please take at least $20 or $40 and put on some stock. Take a percentage of that, because if you can't just keep spending, you know why? That's what's gonna keep you broke. Now you're gonna look like $1 million, but do you got $1 million on you? Nah, because you're wearing it. But thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all get this video to at least 5 likes, and I appreciate you if you stayed this long. But But I hope you learn something. I'm just trying to continue to pound the table, Chris saying. Continue to pound the table, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all pick up something. And that's it. Okay, you picking up what I'm putting out. You got me. So I'll see y'all in the next video.